So, probably 2 years ago, I was doing a workout in my room. It was 5:36 in the morning. I was probably 14 to 15, and I'm sitting there. Well, not sitting there doing push-ups or some kind of workout on the floor. This was before I had a gym membership, and I'm doing this workout. I had my headphones in, my cheap Kmart headphones, and it was like a motivational compilation. The podcast was just like a bunch of different people talking, and then it's just like motivational compilations, right? I'm sure you listen to a whole bunch of these. I listen to these all the time, and one of the little clips they have was David Goggins, and he talks about how why he doesn't listen to music when he trains or runs or is in the gym. And he said all the athletes, all of the people who work really hard, all these successful people listen to music. They before the big game listen to their certain song, listen to their music, listen to the things that kind of pump them up. But who are they when the music goes off? Who are they when the headphones come off and it's game time? And they lose, you lose energy. You have this real spike of energy and motivation because of this music or this podcast, and then after a few minutes it dies. 2-3 minutes later, it's gone. So, who are you if you need this music to be motivated? This was the basic message of I don't. Basically, he was saying I don't train with music because I'd rather be motivated and driven, but without music. I don't need music. I don't need motivation. I'm just going. I'm on a path and I'm doing it. And this message really resonates with me, and I know a lot of other people. And I've been thinking about this again today. And recently, over the last couple of months, I mean, I've never been a big music in the gym type of person. I always listen to podcasts. I've been listening to podcasts for like 5 years, since I was like 12 or 13, listening to like history podcasts, to like the motivational podcast, interviews, life stories, all sorts of things. But I'm a podcast guy. I listen to music while I'm, chilling or whatever at work, but I don't really listen to music in the gym. It's mainly podcasts. But over the last couple of months, I've been listening to anything in the gym less. I just got back from the gym, right? I'm a little bit sweaty. It is, what time is it? 9:27 p.m. right now. I got back from the gym probably 45 minutes ago. Hit a nice little back session. It's the 48th day in a row of going to the gym, which is pretty cool. And I spent most of the workout not listening to anything. I was doing, barbell rows, deadlifts, lat pull downs, some ab workout at the end. And I spent most of the workout not listening to anything. And the thing that doesn't shock me, but might be slightly confusing to some people, is I didn't feel the most motivated when I was listening to the Andrew Tate podcast, or when I was listening to David Goggins, or when I was listening to, the music I had like Central C or Lil Baby playing, right? Which, I was listening to all of that at some point during this workout at the start. And then because, I bought a cheap phone for a good deal, my phone died and it won't charge. So I have two phones. I have my iPhone 7, which I'm filming this on, and an iPhone 14 Pro Max, which is pretty busted up. And I had a charger and it won't charge. So I had a few certain podcasts to listen to, but I was also trying to film a few clips, and so really couldn't listen to music for most of the workout. So I was just there with no music. And I felt the most motivated not when I was listening to the Andrew Tate podcast, the David Goggins podcasts, not when it was the motivational speakers, not when there was the rap music, not when there was the drill music, whatever it was, hip hop music, whatever I was listening to. I felt the most motivated when I was about to do a set, and I'm there, no headphones in, jumper on, straps on, 100 kilos on the bar, and I'm about to just pick it up and put it down, and I'm in my head, talking to myself in my head, hyping myself up, and it was no music, no outside sources. It was just me, self-talk, and that weight. And it's not even particularly about what I was thinking, saying, but I've gotten to a point, matter of fact, no, I've been at a point for about the last 2 to 3 years where I can genuinely motivate myself. I don't need TikTok, I don't need YouTube, I don't need Spotify, I don't need any outside sources to motivate myself, because I have goals. I'm driven, I have drive, I have ambitions, I have collective, I have like the same money, muscles, and like freedom. I really just like all the goals I have come down to that. I don't need drive, I don't need motivation because I can motivate myself. I made a video probably a year ago now, last May, almost a year. Learn how to motivate yourself, like monk mode day, something. And it was talking about the same thing, learn how to motivate yourself. And I was saying, I'm at a point now where I can motivate myself and I don't need music. And those were genuinely, I'd say I think I did 13 sets for the whole workout. Not a huge workout. I don't really work out for that long. Normally 45 minutes, maybe a little bit less depending on how much I'm resting. I was probably getting in some good rest. I was, getting solid 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes between sets. I wasn't in a rush. I got 2 days off. It's Easter weekend. I didn't have to, normally I'd be asleep by now or getting ready or rushing to go to sleep at 9:30. But I'm not too concerned. If I go to bed at 10:30, 11 tonight, I'll just get up at 5 tomorrow and that's fine. But I was just, chilling and I had no music in and I'm just thinking and I'm telling myself things. And those were the best sets. Those were the sets with the most control, the sets with the best stretch, the sets with the best form, the sets where I went the hardest, were the sets where I'm there, no music, no headphones, just in the moment, just me and that weight. And the idea of, am I going to hit this rep or am I going to put it down? And I'm going to know that I've given out too early. And it's not even about the things I was telling myself, but just the idea of, you don't need music, you don't need TikTok, you don't need YouTube. You need yourself. You need a mind on your side. A few years ago, I heard someone, I don't know who it was, say the reason most people fail is because their own mind is not on their own side. They are at a battle with their own mind. And it is better to be at war with the world than be at war with your own mind. If your own mind is 100% on your own side, if you have your mind on your team, you will win because you keep going. You believe in yourself fully. You have full self-respect and self-belief. There is nothing that can shake your own ambitions, goals, and drive. But if you're at war with yourself, if you're depressed, you don't believe in yourself, you hate yourself, you'll give up. You'll stop fighting, you'll stop pushing, you'll stop training. You'll go, oh, go home, this isn't worth it, I'm not going to do this, I'm a failure. My mind's on my side, and your mind needs to be on your side too. So believe in yourself, and give it a try. Train without music. Whether you run, you swim, you go to the gym. I do weightlifting, and I do a little bit of, I do a bit of kickboxing on the bag. I don't properly train martial arts, but a little bit of kickboxing on the bag, heavy bag, a little bit of running every now and then, every couple of weeks. Mainly weightlifting. And so whatever you do a session with no music, do a session with no podcast, no audio, no headphones, just there. You might think the noise cancelling on your AirPod Pros are good, on your Sony, whatever you got. You might think the noise cancelling on those headphones is good. Guarantee you'll hear less noise when you're completely zoned in on that set, that rep, that workout, and it's just you and your own thoughts. You ain't nothing. When I'm listening to music and I've got my noise cancelling on, yeah, it's good, but I can still hear a little bit. I can still faintly understand what's happening around me. When it's just no headphones, I can't hear nothing. I'm just training. In my own head, in my own thoughts. Try it out. Check the link in the video description or the channel bio. That'll take you to my school community if you want more help, personalised advice, coaching calls, extra videos, extra posts. Check that out. Any extra resources, check out the link in the description or the channel bio. My community, the Future Elite. And see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Train hard. Work hard. Get some sleep. See you tomorrow.